Hello all, welcome back to the BioRocks channel. In this video today, we are going to learn about the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis is a process where we can see the production of haploid spermatozoa from diploid spermatogonia. This process has been called as spermatogenesis. But this process can be broadly divided into some multiple steps where the first thing is going to be about the proliferation process or what we call as multiplication phase. Multiplication phase. The next we have is going to be a growth phase. Growth phase. And next we have is maturation phase. Maturation phase. Okay, so these are the basic phases in a spermatogenesis where we will produce haploid spermatozoa from a diploid spermatogonia. Where are these spermatogonia? They are present in the seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules. So whatever we are seeing now is going to be in this particular case, okay, in the seminiferous tubules here. So the procedure here is, children, the first thing what is happening is the primordial cells, or what we call as the primary spermatogonial cells, spermatogonia cells, which are nothing but the stem cells, okay? These are the stem cells, which are diploid, that is 46 number of chromosomes, where the 23 pairs, half comes from the mother, maternal, and the half comes from the maternal and paternal, okay? So it's going to be 46 number of chromosomes, where 23 are contributed by the maternal side, the maternal chromosomes, and the other 23 are going to be the paternal chromosomes. So it is a diploid cell. Now, these primordial cells, what they do is they undergo mitosis. They undergo mitosis and they produce two types of cells here. One type of cell is being called as type A and the other are called as type B, where the type A cells, once again, they develop into the stem cells. They become again stem cells. They're getting redifferentiated, okay? And sorry, they're getting de-differentiated and getting back into the spermatogonial cell stage. And the type B cells here, what they do is they undergo the growth phase. They undergo the growth phase where these type B cells, now what they undergo is they are going to accumulate the food. They are going to accumulate the food and they grow in size. They grow in the sizes. And now these will be called as primary spermatocytes. Primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte. Okay, so undergoing the growth phase, they have got converted into the primary spermatocytes, that is only the type B cells. This is important. And next, now what happens is your primary spermatocytes, they will be undergoing a meiotic cell division process, that is meiotic 1. So they will be undergoing the meiotic cell division process. So this will be the meiosis 1 cell division, where these are also diploid in nature, the primary spermatocytes, but now they are producing two daughter cells which are haploid in nature. So if you anytime see a diploid cell giving rise to two daughter cells of haploid in nature, that will be surely meiosis 1. Meiosis 1. And these cells which are formed here, are being called as secondary spermatocytes. We call them as secondary spermatocytes. Secondary spermatocytes. Now, the secondary spermatocytes will undergo meiosis 2. They will undergo meiosis 2, okay? And now they are producing the haploid daughter cells here, the haploid daughter cells, and these haploid daughter cells are being called as spermatids. Spermatids. If anywhere you see the two haploid daughter cells giving rise to four haploid daughter cells, then you have to remember that that division will be surely a meiosis 2 cell division, and we are forming at last the spermatids. But the thing happening here is from the primary spermatocyte getting converted into the which phase, the secondary spermatocytes here. Okay, all these processes from here, it's been called as the meiosis 1, meiosis 2 togetherly will be called as maturation phase. Maturation phase. Okay, from a primary spermatocyte to that of your secondary spermatocyte here. Okay, these stages are being called as maturation phase. So the important thing here for your examination point of view is, children, during the maturation phase, you can see a homologous pairing, homologous pairing in the chromosomes, pairing in chromosomes during these meiosis chromosomes. So the homologous chromosomes will be starting pairing up here now during the meiosis, first meiotic cell division process. Okay, children, this is important. And next thing is these homologous chromosomes, what they do is they form chiasma. Okay, they exchange the, see children, this is this homologous pairs are getting paired up, and you can even see the chiasma formation crossing over. Chiasma formation is also seen here. So the genetic information is getting exchanged. This is what is very important here, because meiosis 1 is ensuring, meiosis 1 is ensuring the genetical information getting exchanged between the maternal paternal chromosomes here. This is what is very important. And children, remember, I told you that these spermatids which are being formed here are the haploid ones which are present. But now what happens is your haploid spermatids, your haploids, haploid spermatid cells, spermatids, what happens is they start losing their cytoplasm. They start losing their cytoplasm. They add an acrosome or a cap. They develop a tail. They get matured. They get matured into a stage which is being called as spermatozoa. Spermatozoa. And this conversion of spermatid into a mature sperm is being called as spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis. This is important. So what is spermatogenesis? Spermatogenesis is production of haploid spermatozoa from a spermatogonia is called as spermatogenesis. But what is spermiogenesis is nothing but the production of the mature sperms from haploid spermatids is being called as spermiogenesis. How is this going to happen? Spermiogenesis, did you understand? So it's like the formation of spermatozoa, nothing but the sperms, okay? The matured sperms developing from the haploid spermatids is being called as spermiogenesis. So let me show you the slides by which you can understand this. far better. So let me show you the slides here. Yeah. So these are the slides where you can see the spermatogenesis, where the diploid spermatogonia is undergoing a mitotic division by which it produces the primary spermatocyte, which is grown up during the growth phase. And this primary spermatocyte will undergo a meiosis one cell division, where it produces two haploid daughter cells called as secondary spermatocytes. Okay. And these secondary spermatocytes, they undergo a meiosis two cell division and produce two daughter cells each, totally four of them, called as spermatids. Spermatids. These spermatids, they mature into a sperm cell. Okay. And this process of production of, let me choose, the production of this spermatozoa from a spermatid, this procedure is called as spermiogenesis, what we have learned now. That is spermiogenesis. Now, children, let me show you another slide where I can exactly give you a concept of spermiogenesis, how this is going to actually change from a spermatid to mature sperm cell. Okay, just give me a moment. Yes. Yeah. So here is a spermiogenesis where you can see that firstly, you can see that, yeah, these spermatids, spermatids, okay, they slowly, what they're trying to do is they are trying to pack the acrosomal enzymes. So the Golgi bodies are getting converted into the acrosomal end here. You can see here the acrosomal end. Okay. And they are even accumulating the enzymes required. Okay. Like we call this as high alluronidase enzymes, which help in cleaving the layers of the egg cell during the fertilization process. So as spermatid is converting its or packing all the acrosomal enzymes from the Golgi apparatus, forming an acrosome here. And secondly, you can see that the change that is happening is the formation of microtubules, which are giving rise to a flagella. Okay, the microtubules are giving rise to a flagellum here. You can see that the flagellum has developed, and there are multiplication in the mitochondrial cells. Okay, lots of mitochondria been getting produced, and you can see that this is going to be the cytoplasm. Almost the nucleus is condensed. We have got an acrosome here, and there is excess of the cytoplasm deployed here, and you can even see that the cytoplasm will be disposed now, and it is going to get a structure like this with a perfect acrosome and a perfect middle piece developing, and the cytoplasm, excess cytoplasm is being removed over here. Okay, and at last is going to develop a head, small neck with a mitochondrial sheath middle piece and a long tail. Okay, long tail. And remember, children, this long tail is going to have the 9+2 arrangement of microtubules. 9+2 sort of microtubules it is going to have. So these are the changes that you can see in the spermiogenesis process, where a spermatid is going to get matured into a spermatozoa, or what we call as a sperm. That process is being called as the spermiogenesis process. So once I'll try to give you a recap of it such that you can remember it far better well. So spermatogenesis is the production of the spermatozoa from the spermatogonia, basically divided into three phases: proliferation, growth phase, and maturation. In the proliferation phase, the spermatogonia divide by mitosis into type A, type B, where the type A will again develop into spermatogonial primordial stem cells, while the type B cells, they grow and form the primary spermatocytes, which undergo meiotic 1 division, during which there is homologous pairing of chromosomes, chiasma formation, genetical exchange, and we can see that they develop into secondary spermatocytes, where they undergo a meiosis 2 cell division and form haploid spermatids, where these spermatids, they lose their cytoplasm, they add up the acrosome, multiple mitochondria is produced in the middle piece, a tail developed, where a tail is going to have 9+2 arrangement of microtubules. It gets matured into spermatozoa, where we call this as spermiogenesis. I hope, children, you all have understood the spermatogenesis. If you have liked the video, do please hit the like button. Try to share my channel and subscribe my channel. Thank you all.